What's going on, guys? It's Cliffy here. Welcome to the biggest week of the series so far. Semi-final week. Royal Hiney taking on the Vikings. 1v4. Wicket takers versus Sharks. 2v3. And I've just quickly jotted down some stats. Had a look at the stats before I started. Top run scorer at the moment is Spriggs. He's on 715, closely followed by Warner on 674. And in third place, a little bit behind the pack, Danny Bray. He's 404. When it comes to wickets, Hick, he's on 18 at the moment, so leading the way. Ilya and Green are on 14 each. And Roberts, who's a little bit of surprise on me, the captain of the Vikings, he's on 12. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. Let's get things kicked off. First match, 1v4. Let's go. So the Vikings are batting first. As I said, Danny Bray, he's the man who has scored majority of their runs. He scored 404 this tournament so far. Dan Barnes and Turnbull have both been good at the top. Williamson's been good. Roberts has been good, and the bowlers have been good as well. So this is going to be a really close game. I think both games are going to be very close because the Vikings are playing very well. Obviously, they had a bit of a rough stage towards the end of the tournament. And Royal Hiney had been good right the way through. Wicket takers and Sharks, that's going to be a good game as well. I think that's one apiece at the moment in, I guess, the two games that they've had so far this season. So anything really could happen in these games. We could potentially see Vikings and Sharks facing off in the final, which would be 3 and 4 going through. It's funny how often that does happen. But a good start. I was going to say a good start for the Vikings, but Taylor has just gone bang, bang, and picked up the man we were talking about pre-game, Danny Bray, for a duck. He's also got Williamson, the wild card, for 19. Barnes is still in. He's doing well. He's 44 at the moment and really is carrying the side. But the Vikings got off to an incredible start. And then just derailed there by that one over, that spur of a couple of balls. And Crook is gone. He's impressed me this tournament as well, not only with his batting, but with his bowling as well. It's been a very useful off-spinning option for the Royal Hiney. Barnes, in the meantime, he's gone past 50. He's on 63 at the moment. He's just been run out for 63. So such a promising start for the Vikings really has gone wrong at vital times with wickets going down just like that. Roberts, he'll be in. He'll be looking to bat a long period of time. Still 21 overs now left in the game to go. So still plenty of time. The captain, Spriggs, he's brought himself on. He's quite high up the wicket-taking list as well. Higher than you would expect from a guy batting at number 3. And he's just got a knack of picking up wickets. He's gone and done it again. He's got Perkins for 25. Taylor's got another one. That's his third for the day. He's bowled outstanding today. 3 for 16. Make that 4 for 16 as he gets both musket and spearman. We could potentially be looking at a 5-wicket haul for Taylor here. Roberts is still in though. He'll be looking to farm the strike towards this end and hopefully try and get the Vikings up towards something that is defendable. You know, if they can get, I think, to about 200, that is going to give their bowlers something to go and work with. There's another run out to Connor. So he's got 2 for the game so far. He's got Smith and Barnes. And Wade not doing too bad. He's doing his part. He's scoring some runs. 170, 180 actually now up for the Vikings. And 185 is what is going to be chasing. So this should be a relatively easy chase for the Royal Hiney. I think the same thing. If the Vikings can take wickets at crucial times, which have gone and done there, they've got Irie for a duck. Smith's gone and got him. I think if they can get those wickets early on, I think it is going to really put this Royal Hiney side under the pump. Remember, Spriggs is in there. He's had an incredible tournament so far. He'll be looking to bat through the innings once again. Stumping, I think that's one of the first ones we have seen all tournament. Smith's got 2, so he's bowling well. And as I said, key wickets, if they can get through these, well, I guess if they can get through this middle order, they are going to be in a good position. But just going slow and steady at the moment, Spriggs and Connor, just going in, you know, going at the run rate. Obviously, they're only chasing 185, so there's no real rush to go and score these runs quickly. Spearman, not an over to remember for him, 10 off his first one. And as I said, just building a nice wee partnership here, these two, which is what they've done majority of the season. Spriggs is just carrying on with that incredible run that he has gone on so far. He is over 750 runs now, so really, I guess, putting some pressure on Warner for that golden bat. But very close. He has actually gone now and past that 50, and these two are just going about their business very, very easily. Not taking any risks, just going around, playing nicely. As I say that, Spriggs goes and hits some boundaries, so that is a wee bit of risk possibly involved in that. But Connor just going about it, 40 off 66. I'm really not trying too much. There's another stumping, but it could potentially be too little too late. Spearman goes and picks up that wicket, but Connor, he's still in, and he should be able to see this Royal Hiney side home to the final. Just about 30 runs left to go. So Russell in, still got Crook, Court, Johnson, and even Taylor. Chiz can hold the bat as well. So definitely some batting still to come. Connor's gone and picked up 50. As I said, he's gone about it very, very easily. Hasn't been striking it that well today. 55 off 100, so striking it below 50. But that's not really the issue here. The issue is Vikings didn't get enough runs on the board. Royal Hiney got there in the end comfortably. 7 wickets and 12.2 overs left to go. So we have our first finalists, Royal Hiney, who were at the start of the tournament the picked team. Well, they were the hot team, the team that I thought was going to go and win it all. So Royal Hiney progressed through. They actually finished top. They did finish top. I thought wicket takers did, but Royal Hiney were definitely the side. 2v3. Now this game here, wicket takers versus Sharks. Obviously David Warner will be looking to go and try and overtake Spriggs in the batting race, and Hick will be looking to add to his already impressive 18 wicket haul for the tournament so far. Sharks batting first. This could be interesting. Could be very, very interesting. Harrison Green obviously and Hick, both two very, very dangerous bowlers, so they will need to be played out. There's a run out. That's not what the Sharks wanted. Lapaka's gone for 6. And Sangakkara, who's had a pretty indifferent tournament. He has struggled a little bit. Maybe today's the day that he goes big and scores some runs. That man we were talking about in the pre-game, Hick, he's come in, gone for 5 off his first over, but I wouldn't write him out yet. You just got to go and try and play through the Hick and Green combination. If you can go and do that, the rest of the bowlers you can try and pick off for a few runs. But doing a pretty good job so far, both McIntyre and Sangakkara. Building a nice wee partnership here, which is what the Sharks need. They need runs on the board, need a good total. The bowlers, I think, can go and get it done. Obviously, Ilya, as we talked about before we started everything, he's the second leading wicket taker at the moment. He's got 14 for the tournament so far. And still a lot of batting left to come. Obviously, Cook has been scoring runs. Lickley started off the tournament well. Myself, I've actually moved up the batting rankings quite a lot, which I'm quite happy with. There's Harrison Green, so he moves to 15. McIntyre has gone and passed 50. But in the meantime, Yeoman's actually picked up Cook for a duck as well. So Harrison Green moves to 15 wickets. Yeoman's got another one. He's got McIntyre for 51. And all of a sudden, the Sharks kind of doing a bit of the Vikings here, where they started off well, had a good partnership, and then didn't really go and build any partnerships after that. So hopefully that is not the case for the Sharks. They can go and bat through, I guess, all of their overs. That's really what you want to do. That is the big thing in a semi-final, is making use of all 50 overs. There we go. Lickley's gone. Dean's got a double in the over, so he's come in. He's 2 for 10 now off his 3 overs. So that's a very, very good spell so far. And he's got 3, so a guy who I guess probably flew under the radar for the Sharks has gone and picked up 3. Make that 4 wickets, 4 very, very crucial wickets. And things not looking good for the Sharks here, as they are 9 down now with only 159 on the board. So not looking as though it is going to be a very competitive total at all for this wicket-taker's side to go and chase down. Jones being used as well, so a lot of bowlers being used today so far by the wicket-takers, and that's what they've done today. They have taken wickets in abundance. Lowe has gone to Hick, so Hick picks up, I think, his 19th, and I wasn't quite sure what the Sharks went and ended up on there, but I don't think it is going to be enough. Lowe gets Ellington 4-3, so there's the start. We've got to make sure you get that David Warner fella out early, though. He is dangerous, and he'll be a guy that will take the game away from you big time. He has been the pick of the wild card so far this tournament for me. He has scored, as we touched on earlier, he has been dominant. 674 runs to date so far. So it'll be interesting to see what he comes up with here. Good first 10 overs for the wicket takers. 56 runs with just the 1 wicket down, and not looking good for them at all. Wicket takers looking as though they are going to cruise to a pretty easy victory here, and these would have to be probably 2 of the most one-sided semi-finals I have ever seen. Warner's gone and past 50. He is just absolutely smashing it. 62 off 50, well, hang on, he's 67 now off 59, and he just continues to keep scoring runs. Even as I'm trying to update you guys on the score, he just continues to keep scoring runs. Just stop, David Warner. Just stop, please. You're killing us here. 20 overs gone, 100 plus on the board for the wicket takers with only 1 down. Romeo doing a job as well. He was a guy who started off the tournament really well. I think he may have even potentially picked up the first 100 and just playing the supporting role to David Warner at the moment, who is looking as though he is potentially going to go and pick up another 100 this tournament. I think that would be 100 number 5 or 6. He has gone and got 109 at the moment off 94. Cliff gets the wicket, but Romeo has gone and done his part. He's 55 off 64, and again another 7-wicket win. This time this is an absolute smashing. 20.5 overs left, 7 wickets left in the bag. Nowhere near enough by the Sharks. No one really went going. McIntyre had that 50. The partnership between him and Sangakkara was good, but that was all it was. Warner, 110 off 98, continuing his dominant form in this tournament. And I think that is potentially going to see him go to the top run scorer as well, leading into the final. So speaking of the final, we do now have our finalists. It is the top 2 teams. They both won by 7 wickets in their semi-finals. Royal Hiney versus wicket takers next week. That is going to be the big grand final. Anyway, guys, do hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please remember to leave a like. If you are new, please do subscribe. Make sure you check out my Facebook and Twitter links that can be found down below in the description. Thanks for watching. Make sure you tune in tomorrow. FIFA 16 career mode, carrying on with Aston Villa there. Make sure you do not miss that.